and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind, where previously the game crashed and I had to replay a whole bunch of stuff because I hadn't saved in ages, but we're back more or less where we were now when the game crashed. I was on my way downstairs to see Lord Uvirith, now that he's resurrected his wife. I still don't really want to think too hard about what that involved, but... Oh, okay. The game is going to repeatedly crash every time I go in there. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it, really? Because that means that's probably completely buggered now. We're probably never going to go back there or do anything with that ever again. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame, really. I will look into maybe attempting to somehow fix that or get around it or something at some point behind the scenes, but unfortunately I think for now it's screwed. We really aren't going to be able to do anything else with that for now. For the moment, it seems he is warded entry to his tomb and we're not allowed in. But yeah, that's kind of annoying and kind of a shame, but oh well. There is plenty of other stuff for us to do. It's just a bit of a shame. I don't know, hopefully there's a way to fix that, but I'm not amazingly optimistic, I have to be honest. I have no idea how I would even... Oh, damn it. Whatever, we'll leave it as 1, 2, 3, 4, it's fine. We'll pretend I set it to something esoteric and difficult to remember rather than 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just pretend that that's what I did, okay? Because otherwise I would actually legitimately probably forget. Let me guess. After all that, these are all empty. I mean, it's a nice, secure place to store things, I guess, but at the same time, I'm a little disappointed. But I guess it makes sense that they're empty. It wouldn't make sense for them to be full of stuff. As much as I hate to admit it, it wouldn't make much sense if they were full of gold. Like, where has it come from? Whose gold is it? It's obviously not mine. But, yeah. Whatever. This place is here, though, should we need it. Along with all of the other display cases and all of this stuff that I really suspect I'm never ever going to end up using. Like, all the bits up there, too, as well. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Currently, I'm storing most of my things in a mix of, you know... Well, most of the really important, cool stuff is in the secret lab. You know, I just... Whatever. But it's here. It's cool. I just know how practical it really is for me. Anyway. Now what? Let's see. I need to find that Daedric page. I need to get invisibility potions ready. And... that's everything that's on my to-do list right now. I'm actually really annoyed that that I can't get to Baladas's tomb right now. Oh, and we can go back to Zarafel. Zarafel, whatever the name of the mine was, the bloat mine. To go and follow up whatever request it is the gentleman had. That seems so boring compared to the Lich living in the basement. You know? I'm gonna have a little look into it, see if I can sort this out, folks. Praise be, everybody. I have fixed it. Fingers crossed. When you turn the camera on, things like to go wrong, but I fixed it. My Google search foo led me to discover a solution. Apparently this is a common problem with this mod. It's happened to plenty of people, and the fix for it is quite literally just sitting and waiting for 3 days, which causes some stuff to reset in the background and then makes it fine again. So that's all you have to do. Just gotta wait for a few days. So if you encounter the same problem at home, folks, that's the solution, apparently. This does mean it's day 195 now. 26th of Sun's Dawn, which of course means that we're a little bit closer to the trial in the throne room. We've got to remember that I think is day 197, although tomorrow on day 196 I'll go up there just to be on the safe side, just to double check that I haven't got that wrong. But yeah, that's also worth noting. So 3 days have effectively passed while we were doing that. But now, as you can see, we can enter the tomb without any problems. We always end up underwater. It's probably Uvirith's idea of a joke, isn't it, that? The fact that we always end up getting soaked every time we come in here. Git. As soon as I find his phylactery, he's a very dead lich. Oh, hello. Sorry, I just... Let me know when you're decent. Hello. How did I miss you? Studies on Daedric Summoning. You've discovered a way to alter the Ogrim page of the Daedric Summoning. Try reading this book again once you have one. You've gained conjuration skill. I've long studied the books of Daedric Summoning, which I found during my excavations in Daedric ruins across the country. These books have the power to summon Daedra, with the unfortunate side effect of attacking the summoner. Few conjurers are brave enough to attempt extended study of these cursed books. It is said that these books are the work of the mad god Sheogorath, or perhaps his followers. This theory is indeed plausible, for certainly only madness could pen them. Through rumour and investigation, I learned that not only can they be found in Daedric shrines to Sheogorath, but the pages may also fly back to their lord's shrines to renew their mischief. Sheogorath's shrines in Vardenfell are located as follows. Oh my god. Adad Shashanamu in the Bitter Coast, northwest of Flormarin. Al-Murbalarami in the Azura's Coast region, southeast of Malagmar. Asal Kushalet, Red Mountain region, east of Bethanchand. Wow. Red Mountain region. Oh. I want to go there in a hurry. I didn't even know there were any Daedric ruins inside Red Mountain, but there it is. Balfell, Ascadian Isles region off the coast of the Southern Sea. Oh, that's Balfell. We were there recently. Melkashishi, Onisiralis, Zaintiraris. With the aid of my companion, the Dremora Lord Ashkosh-Virath, Ashkosh-Virash even, I have gleaned insight into the ancient language of the Daedra. The reason these invocations anger the summoned Daedra so is they are a series of taunts and gibberish. The author was indeed a clever and wicked prankster, for their sole intent is to get the invoker killed. Here is an example from one of these notorious books. Roughly translated, it says, I call upon the Lords of Darkness, answer my call and appear. As you can see, it begins as a harmless attempt to summon an Ogrim. There's nothing to offend the Daedra here. However, if you continue to end the invocation, to the end of the invocation, it reads, come and attack me, you stupid Daedra. I'll kick your sorry asses and farm your corpses. Ha! Now, anyone with a basic understanding of the Daedric language can easily change these invocations to make them far less offensive to the summoned. Take the original passage from here. If you change this invocation as follows, you can summon an Ogrim that will not immediately want to rip out your eyeballs and shove them down your decapitated neck hole. Fear me, for those who cross me shall not live. My enemy is yours. Come forth and destroy in my name. Even if you cannot read Daedric, you can see a distinct difference between the two. The first invocation will get you killed, the second will get your enemies killed instead. Simply write the name of your enemy into this invocation and summon the Daedroth near him. Brilliant! Now we just need the page that summons Ogrims, and we're sorted for our permanent conjuration. Gosh, it's lucky I happened to turn right when I came in here. I could have been stumped on this for ages. Good grief. Alright, well anyway. Alright, so you still haven't gotten dressed. Well, never mind. Hello, Verena Uvirith.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Thank you for the lovely new body, but I'm very cold. Perhaps you could find something for me to wear? I used to have such magnificent clothes. Oh, those. Right. I had a beautiful robe, shoes, and gloves. My husband tells me I was buried with them. Bring them to me, and I'll give you something wonderful in return. Jolly good. Okay, I will go and fetch those. I may have stolen them. Ah, hello. I see your wife's back. I have no more tasks for you, Father Sylvan. You have already proven yourself to me. Okay. Nothing else to say, really? Okay. Oh, permanent conjuration. You don't know anything about that, do you? You did write that book, after all. Interesting. Because you have helped me, I think I may be able to help you. I once wrote a book on the books of Daedric's summoning. I'm sure it's in this tomb somewhere. Find the book, and you should have all the information you need to start. I believe I studied the invocation of the Ogrim when I wrote that book, so it wouldn't be the best to use, and fortunately I lost my copy ages ago. I'm sure it was stolen, but I never discovered by whom. I'll have to ask around. I'm sure some ambitious conjurer has gotten his hands on it. And that would be Sorkville the Raven, no doubt. I suppose I'd better go back. Well, I'll go to my Vivek hideout. And while I'm there, I suppose I might as well begin the transfer of all my books and crap. But I'll have to have a look around there to see if I can find the what's it called? The page. The page. I need to go back via the altar at the top, don't I? This place is utterly maddening. I was just thinking to myself, I was a little bit surprised you didn't bring her back as a lich like yourself, but I guess... Yeah, whatever. Hi, Ashkosh. How do? Valadas now has his woman, and Ashkosh grows weary of this tomb. You're a young and exciting mortal. Ashkosh chooses to follow you once more. Take this ring, it is a seal of the pact we made. It will allow you to contact Ashkosh in times of need. Alrighty then. Brilliant, so you actually are a companion now. Since we didn't have much of a conversation previously before the option was removed, so... how is it you travel between Mundus and Oblivion so freely? Ah, you speak of the barrier between our worlds. It is true, others are not so free in their comings and goings, but Ashkosh has found Asharakumuk, whatever. The shrine that was once of Mundus houses a gate, which eventually pulled it into our world. However, the way it still remains open, if only just. It is enough for Ashkosh to use, so we may go home and we may come and go as we please. I'm making up words again. Be thankful it is Ashkosh who has claimed it, and not some other. What of it, mortal? Can you take me there? As you wish. Oh gosh. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Well then, Faeryn's Dagon statuette. Oh no, we need to find an Azura statuette for Sarah, don't we? I need to write that down. Azura statue. Okay. Daedric portal. Well, this is interesting, certainly. Because I better not take any of this. Dagoth dagger. What is a Dagoth dagger doing here? Thanks for that phone. Didn't need your input. A Daedric picture. Wow. Okay. Daedric utensils, everybody. Harchliflage. Fortify attack 40 points for 600 seconds and drain health 600 points. Yeah, that will instantly kill me, but it will give me a good attack bonus. What a Daedric goblet. Do you know what? Don't mind if I do. And that Daedric heart. That Daedric goblet's going on my desk. You don't find Daedric goblets every day, after all. Alright, where have you wandered off to, Ashkosh? This is Ashkosh's bed of... Well, you can call it a bed if you like, but that's not what I'd call it. It's a big old hunk of stone, is what it is. Seriously, where have you gone? Oh, there you are. Welcome to our realm, mortal. This is I need to figure this out, don't I? Asharakumuk. Asharakumuk, there we go. That's my best attempt, anyway. Asharakumuk. This is our great temple to Faeryn's Dagon. This great temple to Faeryn's Dagon once existed in your world. Over time, it has fallen between worlds, and we have claimed it as our home. You will need to return to this place and to claim us every time you banish us. Now we can go on. Just say the word, and Ashkosh will return you safely to your tower. You cannot leave by ordinary means, for this place is not of your world. However, we can teleport you to your tower if you wish. What does this do? Whoa. You are kidding. Is this a one-way trip if I do this? I suppose not, though, because if I've got you with me, you can teleport me back here. Still. Shrines of Sheergorth in particular is useful because that's where apparently the Daedric summoning books are. Do you know what, Ashkosh? Why don't you come with me for a while? You're pretty cool. If you dislike mortals so much, then why are you here? Well, not specifically here, but why are you hanging around Mundus? Do not mistake our tone for hatred. Ashkosh finds your state of being inferior, but this does not mean Ashkosh does not find you worthy enough to follow. Ashkosh does not understand how your kind can live knowing you must die, and yet, knowing you must die, you still bravely march into battle. Your kind must struggle with your own existence, and we find that fascinating. If you do indeed live forever, don't you ever get bored? Sometimes. Ashkosh is bored. Well, sometimes Ashkosh is bored. Sometimes Ashkosh is not. Ashkosh is Padme, ever-changing. This is the nature of our kind. Ashkosh has no trouble finding new things to keep us interested. There are always new things, so long as there is Padme. Even the Aedro could not create a world of total Anu. Your world may have laws to govern its nature, but it still changes. It cannot keep changing. Sorry, it cannot help changing. Man, what is going on today? I'm just making up words. Because Padme is the natural state of things, whereas Anu is not. Padme is the state of my kind. Padme is the essence of change. It is chaos. It is the natural state of things. All things must change. Things that do not change are dead and stagnant things. They are Anu. Anu is the unchanging. Anu is order. It is one state things may be, the other being Padme. The state of Anu is stagnant. It is death. It is imposed on things, whereas Padme is the way things are meant to be. Your world was created by the Aedra to try and impose Anu on the cosmos. Yet, had they fully exceeded, your world would not live. Things cannot live in a state of Anu. Things must change to survive. Yeah, this is all like Elder Scrolls cosmology stuff. This isn't just, she ain't making this up. This is actually part of the lore. Of course, if you play most of the games, this sort of stuff never, ever comes up, really, outside of just reading random esoteric books on shelves. When this has ever worked, this kind of stuff has never worked into any main quests or anything. I sometimes feel that the Elder Scrolls really sort of does itself a disservice, because there's a lot of really cool lore and interesting stuff hidden away in its cosmology, which just never, ever gets capitalized upon. You got all this interesting stuff going on in the background, and yet what do the developers decide to do? They decide to go, right, for this game we're going to have dragons. Yeah, we're going to have dragons. That's going to be the plot of the game. Dragons are back. There we go. You've got to fight a big bad dragon boss, and yeah, at the end. That's the game. That's the plot of the main quest for this one. It's just so... yeah. Wasted potential, if you ask me. But whatever. I'm sure plenty of people will completely disagree. But that's just me. What do you think of Azura? You think Azura cares for mortal kind? You are her playthings. She's no better than Molag Bal, and yet you love her. Ashkosh does not understand, but it is not Ashkosh's place to interfere with her doings. The ways of Azura are a mystery to Ashkosh. That's probably one of the first people that we've come across who's actually said, you shouldn't trust Jazeera. She's just using everybody as a puppet. What else have you got to talk about? Plenty of stuff, obviously, but anything really interesting? What about Dagoth? That the Mer that would be a Daedric prince? Ha! His antics are most amusing. Alright. Rumours? We hear Sanguine hosted a great party, or should we say orgy. Mephala turned down his invitation, calling him a boorish oaf. She claimed sex without politics serves no purpose. Nevertheless, it seems she couldn't resist the temptation. She sent her minions to slay all the guests at his party. It was an orgy of blood, and Sanguine was redder than he's been in 1,000 years. Okay. Mehrunes Dagon? Yes, we're born with the great mind of Mehrunes Dagon. We have fought many battles in his name, but Mehrunes Dagon does not interfere with Ashkosh's pleasures. Ashkosh is free to do as we please. Ashkosh is Ashkosh, and not an extension of Mehrunes Dagon. Maybe that's just what he wants you to think. Malakath. Malakath is not a Daedric prince. Malakath is neither Aedra nor Daedra. Malakath is its own thing. Ashkosh has little interest in this thing. Mundus. Mundus was formed by the Anu. It is a stagnant world filled with the corpses of its creators. The death of the Anu has tainted this world. Now all things born here must die, because death is where you come from. This realm is the flawed experiment of Anu, and your world, which you call Nirn, is the greatest joke Lorcan ever played on them. This is why we come to Mundus, because it is strange and amusing. Nerevarine? Are you so keen to be Azira's pet? This is none of Ashkosh's business, of course. My Lord and Master Mehrunes Dagon has not ordered Ashkosh to interfere, if that is what worries you. But we must warn you, beware Azira. She is a crafty one. Interesting. We carry Mehrunes' razor, actually. We are favoured of Mehrunes Dagon, so it is weirdly appropriate that we should find ourselves befriending one of his servants. About the Outer Planes. The Outer Planes are places without name near the edge of Aetherius. They are not of the 16 Planes of Oblivion, which are made of the Daedric princes and shaped by their will. They have no form. Few travel there, for they are torn apart by the great storms of chaos. Ashkosh does not fear to venture there. Ashkosh travels where there to disperse ourself and reform again into something new and exciting. Ashkosh revels in chaos. Haven't seen any Dwemer around in the Outer Realms by any chance. A friend of mine has a theory about that. About Molag Bal. Molag Bal is fascinated by mortal kind. His efforts to corrupt this world are all part of his plan to make it his own. Molag Bal wants nothing more than to devour and corrupt the remains of the Aedra. Ashkosh does not wish this. If Molag Bal had Mundus, then where would Ashkosh find amusement? What about the Aedra? The Aedra, as you mortals call them, were once like us. Yet they were not like us. They came from Anu and Padme. They were both, yet it is to Anu they wish to return. What defined them as different from us was the creation of Mundus. To stabilize Mundus, they called upon the forces of Anu, and thus became Anu. They became stagnant, and so they died. The Aedra were all fools. Sheogorath? The ways of Sheogorath are unknowable to Ashkosh. Boethia. I'm favoured of Boethia too, actually, as a matter of fact, so I bear Goldbrand, after all. Ashkosh admires this prince. Ashkosh has fought many battles against the forces of Boethia on the plains of Oblivion. Boethia's battles are grand and exciting. It is excellent sport. Once Ashkosh faced Boethia on the field of battle and let loose an arrow at Boethia's head. Boethia caught Ashkosh's arrow, and we both laughed. It was a good battle. I'm loving talking to this character. Whatever, has so many interesting things to say. Daedric sites? The shrines you speak of are not truly of Mundus, for nothing of Mundus could ever suit our princes. Our princes, once tired of these places, allowed Mundus to claim them, or they fell back into oblivion. Okay, so they were not necessarily built by mortal hands, the old Daedric shrines. That would explain a lot, because there's nothing vaguely sensible about the bloody places. Daedric princes? They are greater than us all, mortal. Remember that, and be humble in their presence should you ever have the misfortune to meet them. We are all their playthings. Advice? A Daedric beast never resents being slaughtered, but it does resent being bound. It is not the ones who attack you should fear, but the ones you call your servants. This is why your summoning spells are such short duration, not because permanent conjurations are impossible, but because they are not wise. Should Daedra spend too long with a mortal master, they will find ways to make their master's life a living hell. That's wise words, considering we are trying to accomplish a permanent summoning right now, in fact. Mephala. Ashkosh once enjoyed Mephala's company. Though Ashkosh was born of Merrin's Dagon, Ashkosh feels a greater kinship with Mephala. Though many of Mephala's ways are unknown to Ashkosh, Ashkosh has learned many things from this prince. Mephala ensnares mortals and Daedra alike for her pleasure and amusement. We were once lovers? Yes, I suppose that term suits us well enough. Though Ashkosh was a mere plaything for this prince, and Mephala eventually tossed Ashkosh aside for other pleasures. Right. There's not much else to say, is there, at this point? Discussed virtually everything. Alright, I suppose you better teleport me back to my tower. Yes, I'd like to go home. Suppose that's another way of getting out of Uvirith's tomb. It wasn't what I intended, but there it is. Ah, you brought me straight to my lair. My secret lab. That is very good of you. Oh, hey, look, there's the other copy of Natasha's Union on my desk. I forgot I put it there. Got another copy downstairs. My letter from the Emperor. Magica cup. Anyway, this is extremely useful, don't you know? Because, could you follow me, please? Because you're just kind of wandering into a corner there, and that's not what I want at all. Oh dear, whatever. Yeah, this is why it's useful that you brought me up here, because I needed these, specifically. Why do you keep wandering around? It's very odd. Combat. Ashkosh has more experience in combat than you ever shall in your lifetime, mortal. However, you are more familiar with this world's ways, and Ashkosh trusts you. If you have any tactics in mind, Ashkosh is willing to listen to your suggestions. Huh. Interesting options here. I trust your judgment. That is wise, mortal. It's best to let Ashkosh do as Ashkosh pleases. Armor? Ashkosh prefers heavy armor. We prefer our own armor, but you had something different in mind. No. I don't really think I have anything that will beat Daedric, frankly. Assuming it's Daedric that you're wearing, and I'm pretty sure it is. Alright. Yeah, you do like to wander about a bit, don't you? You're very restless. Anyway. You able to levitate? You look like you're struggling with a lot right now. Whatever. I need to use this. Deep tunnels? Oh, no, not the deep tunnels. Wrong place entirely. Gosh. Hello.
Please, go ahead, Outlander.
Yeah, I'm not really here for you. Oh, my word. You're a problem, aren't you? Bolt is where I want to go. You're not following me at all. You're just wandering off wherever the hell you like. Let's try and guard this spot. You're completely ignoring everything I say. Totally ignoring everything I say. You just wander around. Stay close. No, he just doesn't care. Doesn't care one tiny bit. That's really annoying, honestly. Like, you're sort of following me because you're following me through doors. Like this, but you're not actually following me. You're just wandering around. Like, your AI behavior is stuck on wander mode. You're just stuck all together right now. This is not very good. Meet you somewhere later. Very well, Ashkosh will go for now. Await you between worlds. Good, you do that, yeah? You do that. Maybe we'll summon you again later, and maybe you'll have magically fixed yourself. I'm not optimistic, though, I must admit. Soaking wet again. Hello, I've got your clothes. They're a bit wet. Are those my clothes? Oh, you're wonderful. I could kiss you. No, you can have your clothes. I don't trust you as far as I could throw you. Thank you. These clothes are just as lovely as I remember. Here, I have a gift for you. I enchanted it myself. If you ever need anything enchanted, I'd be happy to do so. Alright, you offer enchanting, apparently. Uvirith skeletal army belt has been... What? That sounds fun. And yeah, she's got all her clothes now. There you go. Belt. Just get... That is ridiculous. Constant effect? Are you kidding? What nonsense. Drain health 5 to 15 points on self. Doesn't seem to be having any effect on me, actually. But, okay, that's interesting. Just because I'm resisting the magic, I might be, because of the Savior's Hide. But, I definitely don't have God mode actually turned on, do I? No. Okay, good. Well, that's a fun bit of kit, isn't it? Alright.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Just so good when you come to visit. I'm terribly lonely in this place. Oh, whatever you're selling, woman, I am not interested. You creep me out on basic principle. For one thing, you are someone else living in a person's body that doesn't belong to you in the first place. So many things are wrong about this situation. You have no idea what it's like being trapped in this dreadful crypt with an undead husband. He clings to me in death, yet he cannot provide me with the things I need. Surely you must understand. Okay. What can I do to help? You can end his pathetic existence and set me free. I know you respect him, but he's not the great Lord Uvirith who was alive so many centuries ago. He's a mere shade of his former glory. Will you do this for my sake and his? Lay him to his final rest? I'll consider it. Then I'll be waiting. Just be warned, you cannot kill him until you find his phylactery. You'll have to deal with that damn Dremora as well. It will not take kindly to you attacking Baladas. That creature may claim to be your friend, but don't be fooled. One wrong move and it will turn on you. I'm sure you'll be able to beat it into submission, though. Ugh, I can't stand that horrible Dremora. I wish that thing were more masculine. What business does it have pretending to be a woman? It's unseemly. Yeah, you'll want to talk about unseemly. They wield powerful magics, though the change weakens the body. They drink magicka like we drink wine, and they are immortal. A lich's soul is bound in a phylactery, which will reform their sorry bones should they be destroyed. Yeah, I've already witnessed that. He was once a great man. I loved him once, but in death, I wish I could just let him go. You know anything about permanent conjuration, do you? I'm not sure I can help. If I can help you, my husband is the great necromancer, not I. Perhaps you ought to talk to him about it. I already have. How's Telvanni? Not even death itself could take the Telvanni out of me. Books of Daedric Summoning. Okay. Phylactery. I'm sure he's hidden it somewhere in this tomb, but beware, he keeps the bulk of his power locked away in that thing. Should you attempt to destroy it, it will unleash that power on you. What does it look like? I've never seen it. No one has been privy to that knowledge. Though a phylactery is created with a rare black soul gem, the phylactery itself can take any form. Knowing my lord, it is guaranteed to be something disturbing. Gosh, I don't trust you at all. But on the other hand, I really actually do want to get rid of this guy. He's caused me no end of trouble. And I do not want a lich living in my basement. I just don't. I have no more tasks for you. Could ask about his phylactery. But Verena. Yeah, she's just as I remember. I am pleased. Yeah, you creepy bastard. We're bad at each other as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, uninitiated must not speak of such things. I hope you don't have a mind to seek mine. I warn you, it has quite the nasty bite. I'm gonna have to poke and prod every single thing in this whole damn place now. Gotta figure out what the phylactery is. Probably not that bone meal, though. Vagaries of magic. What's that doing just lying in there? Peach glass bottle. Yeah, something tells me that's probably not it either. Bug lamp, skull candle. That's empty. Already searched those. Yeah. No, there's only enough room for one thirsty lady in this tower, and her name's Gorvan Minas, and she's my blasted alchemist. No. You need to be destroyed just as soon as this one's dealt with, I think. Both of you need to be gone. I can bury this place under a ton of rubble and forget it ever existed. I'm definitely hearing a growling sound. What on earth is that about? Loose boulder. It won't budge. If you had a pick, you could probably pry it loose. Ah! I don't need to find myself a bloody miner's pick. Where the hell am I going to find one of those on short notice? Because there is that egg mine down the road from Balmora. That's the only place I can think of, honestly. Bet his phylactery's in there, though. Bet you any amount of money. Right. Find a pick. Find a bloody pick. Writing it down. Done. Alright.
What do you want, Outlander?
Find a pick. Find that page from Sorkfield the Raven's Tower. I must have it somewhere in Vivek. I must have it somewhere in there. I would not have not looted it there. And in fact, I think I vaguely recall it being the first of the Daedric things that I found, that page in Sorkfield's Tower. I'm sure it was. The question is, what did I do with it? I hope I didn't sell it. If I sold it, we're in some serious trouble. Unless I can find another one somewhere. Might be able to. I mean, now that I can access Sheogorath shrines via Ashkosh's little portal, that does make this all together a lot more doable all of a sudden, but still. I'm going to go find this pick. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and find this pick. I need to go shopping anyway. And when it comes to illicit goods, there's one trader in particular I can think of that's, particularly qualified in that field. And he's also in Balmora.